So you need to make money fast. Whether you're a full-time working professional, a student, or a business owner, let's face it, sometimes we all want to make fast cash. That's exactly why in this video, you will discover the quickest and the most efficient way to earn money quickly. Now, since it's probably the first time you and I meet, let me introduce myself quickly. My name is Fred, and I went from struggling financially over 5 years ago to building a profitable consulting business that allowed me to become financially free in my early 20s. So to thank you, if you watch this video until the end and you share it with a friend, when we get to 100,000 subscribers, I will be giving away $10,000. The first thing I'd like to share with you is that you need to get a good understanding of money. So what do I mean and why does it even matter? So many people want to make more money. They dream of making more money, but they never even take the time to understand how money actually works. If I were to ask you right now, what is money? What would you say? To put it simply, money is a tool we use to exchange value. So according to this rule, then the more value you provide to others, the more money you're going to get paid. After all, it makes complete sense. Whenever you purchase something, whether it be a service or a product or a coaching offer, it's because you see the value in it and you want to benefit from what this product has to offer, which is exactly why if you want to be able to make more money, you need to give people exactly what they want. That can be done through a service, a coaching offer, even a digital product or a physical product. Softwares can also accomplish that. But if you are a beginner in business, the fastest, easiest, and most fun and most efficient way to actually make money is through services and coaching offers. It's highly profitable. In fact, it's one of the most profitable businesses ever, and it allows you to make a living doing exactly what you love. Very few other business models provide such opportunities. Now, the next thing I'd like to share with you is that if your goal is to make money quickly, investing should not be the main thing you focus on. Investing is for sure a great way to protect yourself against inflation and to become richer. And while you will in fact become wealthier if you invest in things like the stock market or in real estate or even things like crypto, even though it's not nearly as secure as the stock market or real estate. But the problem is that if this is your main way to earn more money, it will take you decades until you can earn significantly more money and therefore obtain financial freedom. Instead, the fastest and in my opinion, the easiest way to make more money is through a business. Because you have to understand that individuals don't become rich, with certain exceptions. However, businesses do. There are many financial benefits to running a business. For example, you have so many options to optimize your taxes as much as possible, whereas employees just can't do that. And on Christmas Day, I was having this conversation with my father. I told him, do you realize how insane this is? I've been able to make that much money. I'm just in my early 20s. 20 years ago, before the internet and social media was really a thing, that would have never been possible, ever. If I had wanted to open up a business back then, I would have needed to maybe go to the bank to get investors somehow, to come up with 100K or even more, just to open up a physical brick and mortar business, like a shop. So it was extremely unlikely and extremely difficult. I would have needed to take on so much risk, but you can start selling services and coaching offers with literally $0 on the internet if you're just going out this alone. And if you work with a coach, it's never gonna cost you more than a few $1,000s. Now compare that to having to come up with 100K, and that's the bare minimum. So as you can see, this is a crazy opportunity. We've never seen anything like it before. And on that note, if you want me to personally help you to start or to grow your business, I invite you to check out the video I made for you in the description below, because I'm going to explain the step-by-step process I followed to make upwards of 1K per day and even more actually in profit with my own consulting business. That way, all you have to do is to copy me, and then you can directly apply to book a call with me or my team, and we'll see if we can help you. The next thing I'd like to share with you is to forget about selling low-ticket products. Focus on charging high-ticket prices instead. So a low-ticket product would be something like a $50 product, like a $50 ebook, or a one-to-one $50 30-minute coaching session. That is a low-ticket offer, which means that if you want to make 10K per month, or even let's say 5K per month, you would need to get hundreds of customers, and that's very difficult, especially if you're a beginner in business. High-ticket prices, on the other hand, we typically charge at the bare minimum $1,000. It really depends on what you sell and who you sell it to. The average is between 1K to 5K, and some offers sell for $10,000, so there is no limit, but there is a bare minimum of at least 1K. So high-ticket prices allow us to attract a premium type of clientele. It's been my experience, and plenty of other successful people will tell you the same thing, that people who pay the least, they pay attention the least. They always complain about everything. They're ungrateful. They think they can just call you in the middle of the night and you're gonna pick up when they paid $12. But high-ticket customers are the complete opposite. They're thankful. They put in the work. They appreciate your help. They listen to you. So a lot of the time, it's way more profitable, so much more fun to sell high-ticket offers to a small segment of people as opposed to selling a low-ticket offer to thousands of people. Because in order to achieve this, you also need a lot of visibility, of traffic, which is typically the most challenging part for new and even intermediate businesses. Now, when you charge high-ticket prices, it also means you have more profit. And more profit means you can reinvest more money in your business and scale it faster. Or you can simply have more money for yourself to have fun, to spend on whatever you like, guilt-free. And especially if you're going to be utilizing bad advertising to get high-ticket customers, you need to charge a high-ticket price. Otherwise, you won't even break even. You won't even make a profit. The next thing I'd like to share with you, especially if you want to make money quickly, is that you need to sell your offer or your product or service before you even build it. A key rule I had to learn in business is that you have to give people what they want. And the only way you know if you have a good offer is if people actually purchase it. Because it's not enough for people to tell you, oh, it sounds interesting. Oh yeah, it sounds amazing. People actually vote with their money. For all you know, they could be telling you, oh, it's amazing, just to be polite. If people really want it, they will buy it. It's that simple. So if they haven't paid you, do not take their opinion into consideration. And by selling your service or your coaching offer or your product before you even build it, you take on a lot less risk because you could spend months trying to build the perfect product, the perfect thing, like for example an online course, and then you try to sell it to people, and in the end it turns out nobody actually wants to purchase it. What do you do then? You just wasted 6 months to a year of your life. Good job. So by selling before you build the thing, it allows you to test things quickly, to move fast. If you see that a market or a niche doesn't work for you, you can just move on to another pretty quickly. And it also allows you to customize your offer to fit exactly what the client wants. That way, they get even better results. And then this allows you to charge even higher prices and to help even more people because you improve your product. So it's a win-win for everyone because you can't guess in advance what people want. You first have to talk with them and then you can give them what they want. So like I said earlier, if you want to get my help to start or to grow your business, check out the links in the description. The other thing I'd like to share with you, and this is extremely important for plenty of people to understand, is that if your goal is to make money, a lot of it, and quickly, honestly, just forget about hour-long morning routines and things like that. Forget about the cold showers, the meditation practices. I'm not saying you can't do any of these things, but you need to prioritize doing the work because if you spend all day meditating, you're not gonna make any money. But if you spend all day working on your business, you are gonna make money. At the end of the day, these activities like morning routines, cold showers, journaling, meditating, even working out, they are here to help you to have a healthy lifestyle, to feel balanced, to have peace of mind. But they're not going to make you money directly. And you also don't need to wake up at 5 a.m. to be successful. You can wake up at 10 and still be just as successful as long as you follow a schedule and you know exactly what you need to do and you do it with no excuses. Some people, they just work better in the evenings. Some people work better in the afternoons and some people work better in the early mornings. So try it and see what works the best for you. I personally wake up at 5 a.m. currently because what I've noticed is that I have more time to myself in the early mornings with no distractions. Everyone else is asleep and I can just focus on the most important tasks for my business. But again, for you, it might be different. So try to wake up early, see if it works for you. Try to do your most intense focused work in the evening and see what works for you. Because just because a type of morning routine or a specific routine works for a successful person doesn't mean it's going to work for you. Like for example, just because Warren Buffett reads, I don't even remember, I think it's 600 pages a day, doesn't mean I need to do that to grow my business. You never want to just follow things blindly. Learn key concepts and then tailor them to what you are trying to do, to what you're working on. The other thing I'd like to share with you is that in life, there are two currencies. You always either pay with time or with money, and it's always going to be more efficient to pay with money because the time that you lose, you will never get it back. You could be a billionaire, you could be a trillionaire, you can have as much money as you want in this world, but you cannot live up to 200, 300, or even 1 billion years old. It's not physically possible for us to do that right now. We haven't exactly figured out how to transfer our consciousness into a younger body, and that's exactly why you hear so many successful people tell you that they invested in themselves, they invested in working with mentors, and it changed their lives because it allowed them to speed up the whole process. Sometimes you're doing the right thing, but you're actually making one mistake, and that one mistake is preventing you from moving forward. To give you an example, I was making the same mistake in my lead generation business for a long time, probably close to a year, and then I had a call with a mentor, and instantly it unlocked everything. I 5x'd my income, and it's even a bit more than that actually. So investing in yourself will always have the highest return on investment. You can choose to pay with time if you have no money. I mean, you have no choice. At first, I didn't have a choice either, but nowadays I surround myself with mentors, people who can show me how it's done, because alone, the sad truth is, you don't go far. Since I was pretty broke growing up, I've had to learn to be resourceful, but I can tell you now, if I can pay someone to teach me how it's done, to get me unstuck, I'm gonna do it. I don't want to to spend months, years of my life of wasted time trying to figure everything out on my own with no guarantee of ever finding out what I actually need to do to succeed and to move to the next level. But at the end of the day, the choice is yours. With that being said, if you want to discover how I make upwards of 1.2k per day in profit with my consulting business, check out the video in the description, and you can also directly apply to book a call with me or my team, and we'll see if we can help you to start or to grow your business. And now I'll be waiting for you on the other side.